This video is going to show you guys how to farm some Blast Gold for the Blast Airdrop Phase 2 and for the rest of July. So for the next 10 days or so, you can get 75 gold per entry you make on this site I'm going to show you. Now, each entry for this Best Ball NFL tournament does cost $25. So you're basically paying $25 to get a guaranteed roughly 75 gold, but you also have the upside of obviously winning the tournament. And there is a bunch of cash prizes, $100,000 worth of prizes to be fair. So let's hop in and show you guys how to do it. Step number one is to go to blast.matscrypto.com and join the Blast Phase 2 airdrop if you have not already. You'll need to do that before you start this because otherwise getting gold means almost nothing. Step number two is to come over to this page by going to ikb.matscrypto.com. Both of those links are down below in the description if you need to find them, but it is ikb.matscrypto.com. Will bring you over to this page right here. This is the IKB I Know Better. It's a daily fantasy site, but you can see right here they have pick'em contests for NBA, NFL, and MLB. Currently, there is none of those available right now, and the only contest that's going on right now is the one we're going to be talking about today. This is the $100,000 Best Ball tournament. You can see right here there are a max of 4,000 entries, and you have $25 per entry, which means all of it, all $100,000 is going to be given out in prizes. There is no house rake back. The house is making no money on this, which means all the entries are going to get paid out to the winners, which is pretty cool. Now, this just opened a few hours ago and there's only 71 entries, but I do expect as this gets known and pushed out there to more people, these entries are going to fill up rather quickly. The one caveat here is that there is 49 days left until the NFL season starts, so there is quite a bit of time, but my guess is that this is going to fill up and they'll actually launch another Best Ball tournament to have more entries available because this is going to fill up before the 50 days are up. That's my guess. So as I said earlier, one of the main reasons we're going to enter this right now before we actually need to enter in 50 days is because there are going to be 332,000 Blast Gold given out in the month of July. I actually went down here and tweeted at them and said, is it July or is it 1 month from now? And they did confirm it is July. All of the gold will be distributed before the end of July because they have to in order to get the next distribution of gold for August, which means that 332,000 gold split up amongst these 4,000 people would be about 75 gold per entry, and you can enter 120 times. Now, I'm not saying you should enter 120 times. I'm probably going to enter about $500 worth, but every entry you do, so $25, is going to earn you a roughly 75 gold share just for entering. And that's not including if you win. Now, if we actually win, we can go and check out the prizes right over here, and you can see they're going to be doing it by weeks. So week 1 to 14 down here, the first place finisher is going to get $1,000, and then all the way down to 1,000, you're going to win $35. Meaning that if you enter and you are in the top 25%, right? The first 1,000 places out of the 4,000 entries, you're going to at least make $10 on your entry. So you'd make $10 and you'll get 75 gold per entry, assuming that you place in the top 25%, which is not necessarily easy, but it's also definitely not the hardest thing ever. And if you also place top 25%, you'll get into the next week, which is week 15, which this time the top 250 people will win another $35 all the way up to 1,000 for finishing first. If you get in top 25% of this one, which is again the top 250, you move to week 16, which is again going to give you another payout. Then the top 25% of that is going to be the top 50 people. We'll move to the final week, and that will be where the massive 15,000 first place grand prize will be. $46,000 total will be given out amongst the top 50 finishers at week 17. So there is time, obviously the full NFL season for these Best Ball tournaments, but there is a significant amount of money to be won, right? There is going to be $100,000 of prizes, as I showed you just there. I'll leave this spreadsheet down below that shows all the prize payouts and how you can actually earn them. But that's just in addition to the 75 gold that we're going to be farming by entering into this contest. Now, if you are a big NFL fan like me, you know exactly who these players are and which ones you might want to draft. You actually have to use $50,000 salary down here to draft 18 players. And of those 18 players, whichever one's finished highest each week will be who actually counts for your score. So there's no manual lineup setting or daily fantasy lineup setting to do with best ball. Best ball is very easy. You draft one time, and there's actually not even drafts. It's just salary based. So you can go in here and craft whatever teams you want in whatever time frame you want in the next 49 days or until this fills up. And those are the teams you can make. You don't have to worry about finding other drafts with other people. So you can go and create a team, right? You can add a bunch of different players to your team. And then once you hit that $50,000 salary cap, you're maxed out. But you do need to get 18 players in your lineup. And that is important because if players get hurt, you want to make sure you have backup players that can count for your score over the course of the season still. So if you don't know how to play best ball, this will be a little bit of a learning curve for you. But if you do know how to play best ball, this is going to be super fun and a great way to farm gold while also competing in a normal best ball type tournament. So I just finished drafting the lineup. I did 18 players, which is what you have to do. And you want to draft a good amount of each position. So that way, if someone gets hurt or has a bye week, you'll actually have backup players that are going to accumulate points for you during that week. So you can see right here, I did have $65 left. So you won't actually use the $50,000 every single time perfectly because it depends on how you break down your 18 players. But you can see I went with Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, and Jaden Daniels. I went with Raheem Mostert, Brian Robinson Jr., Elijah Mitchell, Rico Dowdle. There is a severe lack of crazy upside talent here, and there's a lot of risk with injuries here as well. But I did bolster that massively by having these wide receivers. I got Jalen Waddle, Devonta Smith, Amon-Ra, Marquise Brown, Demarcus Robinson, and Jordan Addison. I think this is a solid lineup of wide receivers right here. And then I also did 3 tight ends in this lineup with Dallas Goedert, Pat Freiermuth, and a Isaiah Likely long shot. If Mark Andrews gets hurt, I think he'll do really well this season. So once you actually have created your lineup that you like, you're going to click place entry, and there you go, you're done. What you will need to do first before you can place your entry, obviously, is put money to your account. So right up here, you can click this and you can add money on Blast. You will need to add USDB to your IKB account to actually go and enter these contests. It's super quick, super easy. And once it's on your account, it will pop up over here in the top right. I should also note that they have a trophy system here. And basically every time you come back and place at least a $25 bet each day, you will get an additional multiplier for your trophies. And those trophies in part do add to your total gold balance. If you click on gold over here, you can see that you are going to get gold. And this is actually going to be updated soon. The team just announced they're going to be updating this page right here to show you guys what you can project to earn in gold each day based on what contests you've entered and how many trophies you've earned so far. Now we can see in the most recent gold distribution, this is the first distribution for phase 2. IKB is number here 11. You can see they got 532,000 gold, which is as much as many other games like YOLO games, Captain and Company, and Wolf games. So there is a ton of gold to be given out here. And because they're giving out basically right now amongst all 4,000 of these in the best ball tournament. Now, IKB might release another MLB contest in the next week before July ends. So that gold amount may be a little bit less than 75, but at worst case, I probably see us getting at least 30 to 40 gold per entry on this particular contest. So if you want to check it out and you do want to keep farming gold, this is one way to do it while also having a lot of fun playing in daily fantasy for sports. I know I'm a huge fan of football, so if you are as well, this is definitely something you should check out. Go over to ikb.matscrypto.com and let me know what you think, and let me know what lineups you guys are adding in the comments down below if you do join. And that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this, and then go over and watch this video before you head out.